Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back. Let's get right into our forecast with a 500 millibar chart. So, through the rest of the day today and into the evening, we remain in a pretty straight flow here. So, I don't foresee a whole lot happening through the immediate future. Now, as we head overnight and into tomorrow morning, we really do see a trough start to take shape and a jet developing. This right here is about 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. Now, I think that this is predominantly going to be an issue for areas to our north, especially where we are in the left exit region of this jet and immediately kind of on the east side of this trough feature. Although I wouldn't rule out us getting a little bit of precipitation from this. And we can even see that the upper level jet actually intensifies right over us as we head into tomorrow afternoon. As we head into tomorrow evening and into the late night, we kind of find ourselves on the backside of this trough. And that remains to be the case as we head into Wednesday morning. Now, let's step down a level to 700 millibars, just to make sure we're not missing any little shortwave disturbances. Now, you can really see that this system is having an impact pretty far down. Again, I think the main impacts of this system are going to be off to our north. There's a nice ridge behind this. Yeah, that is kind of steadily moving this way. That could bring some nice weather after this is all said and done. Or at least calm weather, I should say, given its slow movement, probably a pretty prolonged period of time. Would be very nice. Now let's move down to the 850 millibar level, just to kind of check off our bases. Yep, low pressure system, same spot, doing all the same stuff. Got that ridge behind again, and now let's go all the way to the surface. Got that low pressure system. Okay, and it does bring some cold air behind it, which is not a surprise. Although it looks like it could get a bit warm tomorrow. Very, very positive for if you're like me and you have been really hating the cold lately. So yeah, we are going to have this low pressure system move through our area. Again, I think the main impacts are going to be to our north, but we are going to have some warm air brought up by this system tomorrow afternoon. And then we are going to have some more cold air come back down with this system as we head into Wednesday. Now let's zoom in and actually take a look at our highs and lows. So right now temperatures are in the upper teens, and as we go through the day, we are expecting to warm up excuse me, into the upper 20s. Then as we head into the evening, temperatures will briefly drop to the lower 20s, particularly in the evening, but as we head into the early morning tomorrow, and then into mid-morning, actually this would be, this is 9 a.m., so that's like mid to late morning. The temperatures will actually increase as we have these winds bringing up that warmer air. And it looks like perhaps tomorrow afternoon, early afternoon, we could get close to reach our peak here. We look like we could even get close to the upper 30s, perhaps pushing towards 40, which is a welcome change in my book. But unfortunately, cold air comes in right behind that. As we head into the evening time, it drops back down into the upper 20s, then to the lower 20s, and we see some pockets of below 20 start to appear once again as we head into Wednesday morning. So, I mean, still not quite as cold as it has been, but of course it won't let us enjoy the warmer air for too long. Now let's take a look at our precipitation. Not much through tonight and this evening. Some up in the Upper Peninsula, but that's not really a concern for us. And then, yeah, as we head into tomorrow morning, see a lot of precipitation off to our north, mainly snow, though we do have some freezing rain. And then that just continues to move east through mostly Canada as we head through the day tomorrow. And we stay pretty dry. Now, do keep in mind that this is an ensemble model, so it is a collection of a bunch of different models, so it does lose some detail. So why don't we take a look at some of the member models individually and get some of that detail back. And as you can see here, this one, while it does show that the majority of the precipitation, again, will remain to our north, it does bring some light precipitation down into our area late in the evening and into the overnight hours tonight, and even a little bit tomorrow morning. Now let's take a look at another member. It shows similar thing, not quite as much, but it still shows that as we head into the late evening and into the overnight, we could get some light precipitation, maybe a heavier core here or there this evening and into the overnight. This model shows similar story. Very, very similar story to the first model. Yep, they are showing similar stories. Some don't really show that second round as well, or at all. But yes, the majority of the precipitation should remain to our north, though we could have some light and maybe some spots of moderate here or there precipitation uh, late this evening and into the overnight hours. Now, given the temperatures that are expected, it is, this is likely, if we do get precipitation, going to be more of a mix. Maybe we get a little bit of snow, maybe we get some freezing rain, and maybe we get some regular rain. But it shouldn't really be enough to accumulate at all. Just if you happen to be out driving if one of those comes overhead, just be a little careful. It might make the roads a little bit slick. Now let's take a look at our winds. Right now, winds are pretty calm, maybe up to 10 miles per hour. They will calm down as we head into the evening, but slowly start to build back up a bit as we head into tomorrow morning, remaining pretty stable though, building just a little bit. And then as we head into tomorrow afternoon though, it builds quite a bit. Now we're looking at winds maybe around 15 miles per hour sustained, 15 to 20. And then they kind of start to calm back down as we head into tomorrow morning, back to levels about what we're experiencing now. So winds shouldn't get too crazy, though they will have a peak tomorrow afternoon, late afternoon into the evening, I should say, where maybe we have some 15 to 20 mile an hour sustained winds. Now let's take a look at wind gusts. This is the current time. Gusts will remain pretty stable, but as we head into the evening, they will pick up a bit, maybe up to 20 miles per hour. Tomorrow morning, they start to pick up even more. Maybe we're 25, 30 mile per hour gusts at most. And as we head into tomorrow evening, maybe we start to push some 35 mile an hour gusts at most. And then as we head into Wednesday morning, things calm down a little bit, and now we're looking at 25 to 30 again. So those are non-negligible gusts, but they are, they're nothing crazy. But at least definitely enough to note if, some of those stronger gusts could lead to some kind of issues. But again, nothing crazy. And now our last stop here is to take a look at cloud cover. Now we do have a lot of high-level clouds over the area currently, although there are some breaks here and there, so maybe you can catch a glimpse of some blue skies, perhaps through the cloud shield. But as we head into the late afternoon and into the evening, the clouds will thicken, and it should remain cloudy for most of the night, although there may be some patches of clearer sky, I should say. As we head into the morning, looks like we have a whole host of different clouds, upper level, mid-level, low level. I doubt that we'll be seeing anything through that, but there's a chance that, again, that there could be a small patch of blue sky here or there. And as we head into Tuesday late afternoon into the evening, it becomes mainly low-level clouds. And although it does seem pretty thick, there is certainly a possibility that we, again, see some patches of blue sky here or there, maybe a little bit of sunshine, particularly in the late afternoon. And you could say the same about overnight, just minus the sunshine part, and then instead, moonlight. But yeah, unfortunately, it's not looking like a super clear, nice period for us in terms of having some nice blue skies. It's been really a nice, it's really been nice to see some more of that lately. Unfortunately, we're not going to be seeing a whole lot of it in the next couple of days. Anyway, that's all I have for today. Thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.